Hello students, in today's class we are going to study film theories. Film theory provides conceptual frameworks for understanding film's relationship to reality, the other arts, individual viewers, and society at large. Early film theories arose in the silent era and was mostly concerned with defining the crucial elements of the medium. And it largely evolved from the works of directors like Lev Kuleshov, Sergei Eisenstein, Ziga Vetto, Paul Rotha, and film theorists like Rudolf Arnheim, Bella Bella's Siegfried Crocker. So the discussion on film went on in two directions only: realist and formalist traditions. So this is realist. So first theory that which we are going to study is realism. I have discussed some other theories also here. So we'll start with realism first. So realism, the term realism comes from a literary and art movement in Europe and America of the 19th century. It was a broad spectrum movement involving painting, literature and drama. So realism is the artistic attempt to recreate life as it is in the context of an artistic medium. So what is realism? It is the attempt to recreate life as it is. So the artist's function here is to report and describe what he sees as accurately and honestly as possible. So that is the duty of an artist, to report and describe what he or she sees honestly as possible. So when it came to film, realist films addressed social issues and other issues. It purports to give a direct and truthful view of the real world through the presentation it provided and through the characters and their environment. So the realist film focused on ordinary life, indeed the lives of the socially deprived and the conditions they had to bear. And if you see the French film pioneers, Lumiere brothers film Workers Leaving the Factory, Lumiere Factory, was actually one of the first realistic films ever made, because its subject matter was exactly what the title stated. So what was the title of that movie? Workers Leaving the Lumiere Factory. So it exactly stated what is given in the title. So realistic films that try to show the world as it actually is, and fiction fantasy films that try to present the artist's imaginative view of the world in an entertaining manner. And Andrea Bazin, the critic with whom realism is most commonly associated, is best known for his defense of cinematic realism. I believe you will be familiar with Andrea Bazin. So for Bazin, the credibility of a film did not come from its verisimilitude, but from the identity between the photographic image and its object. So cinema's mission was thus to fulfill this goal. And another critic of post-war years who became exponent of realism was Siegfried Crocker. So Crocker argued that of all the arts, film is uniquely qualified to record physical reality. So realist film focused on ordinary life and the lives of socially deprived. So a socially deprived living condition is shown in realistic movies. The rise of inequality is also shown. Poverty. Now I'm moving on to the next theory, formalism. So historically, formalism or Russian formalism was born as a scientific tool for literary criticism. It focused on the formal patterns and technical devices of literature and excluded its subject matter and social values. So it focuses on formalism, focuses on the formal patterns and technical devices of literature. That is, it focused on the technical elements of a film. Technical elements like, the lighting, scoring, sound, set design, use of color, shot composition and editing. So if you see, the realism which we studied just now centered more on documenting what one saw around them, and this formalism set on expressing the endless possibilities of the imagination. So that is the difference. So first documents what we saw around us, and the second one, formalism, sets to express the endless possibilities of our imagination. So while realist film theories focused on the representation of reality, formalism primarily concerned with style and how it communicates ideas, emotions and themes. So this is the basic difference between realism and formalism. So formalist critics, if you see, George Méliès, he was actually one of the pioneers of formalist film theory. And George Méliès' silent film, which was published in the year 1902. I'm sorry. Yes, 1902. A Trip to the Moon. That is George Méliès' first movie, A Trip to the Moon, is one of the first attempts in formalist tradition of filmmaking. And Sergei Eisenstein and Bela Bellas, they defended cinema as an art form which goes beyond realism. So cinema is more than the feeble mechanical reproduction of real life. So that is what George Méliès felt. It is not the mechanical reproduction of real life. According to formalists, cinema is not a mechanical reproduction of real life. So formalist films were popular because they were starkly different from the actualities that were introduced to the audience during the early stages of a film. And if you see, music, makeup, sets, props, etc., were actually the driving forces behind these types of films. So formalist film theory was the catalyst behind the box office superhit style of movies we enjoy today. For example, Puli Murugan and Lucifer, all these movies are big box office superhit movies. Lighting. So as I said, techniques are given importance in formalist movies. So you can see this lighting in Avatar movie. This is also a set design and techniques from another movie. And this is from the famous movie Titanic. You can see how much importance is given in the movie, particular movie Titanic, for the set. This is also another superhit movie. And next, ideology in film. So this is another theory. So what is ideology? Ideology is a system of ideas and ideals, especially one which forms the basis of economic or political theory and policy. So what is ideology? It is a system of ideas. So ideology in film, that is what we are going to study today. It is a given set of values that are implicit in any human enterprise. It is not explicit, it is implicit in any human enterprise, including filmmaking. So ideology film theory examines the ways in which film represents and expresses various ideologies. So you can use, if you are if you are interested in doing research in films, you can use this theory, ideology film theory, to examine how that movie represents and expresses various ideologies. And I am sharing an image. And Nivin Pauly in the movie Shahavu is the latest Malayalam movie, and this movie actually celebrates communism and spread the ideology through populist means. So to celebrate, as I said, to celebrate communism and try to spread the ideology through the populist means through this movie. And next we are going to study Kuleshov effect. So what is this Kuleshov effect? Kuleshov effect is a film editing effect. So what is this? Kuleshov effect is a film editing effect demonstrated by Soviet filmmaker Lev Kuleshov. So this Kuleshov effect is named after him, Soviet filmmaker Lev Kuleshov. Okay, so what is this Kuleshov effect? It's a film editing technique, and it is a mental phenomenon by which viewers derive more meaning from the interaction of two sequential shots than from a single shot in isolation. See, what is it? It is a mental phenomenon by which viewers derive more meaning from the interaction of two sequential shots than from a single shot in isolation. So Kuleshov believed that each shot in a film is like a building block or brick that derives its meaning only from its context. Kuleshov developed the idea of juxtaposition of shots, and the famous movie is Battleship Potemkin. He is Kuleshov. I am sharing his image, Lev Kuleshov, Soviet filmmaker. And you can see this image, the Kuleshov effect. This expression plus the image is equal to sadness. And next, the man plus soup is equal to hunger, and the man plus woman is equal to lust. So Kuleshov's original demonstration showed, you can see an expressionless man intercut between images of a bowl of soup and a girl, and also a little girl's coffin. So each time the shot of this expressionless face was exactly the same. But what the experiment showed was that audience bring their own emotional reactions to the sequence. So when these two are shown, we derive the meaning that the person or the character is sad. And when these two images are shown, that is, one is bowl with soup and the person is shown, we derive the meaning that the man is hungry. And here woman and the man, and we derive or we get the meaning, we interpret lust. So Kuleshov effect, the juxtaposition of shots, that is montage, alters the meaning of those shots. So you can see sweet Alfred and pervert Alfred. And this is all for the day. Meet you in next class. Thank you.